Number 69, show the distinct values in the eye color column. Star Wars, pipe, distinct, eye color. So here we have the distinct eye colors, 15 of them, some strange ones, pink, green, yellow. Number 10 is unknown. I want to replace that. The next preceding non-unknown color. So from now on, I'm probably just going to read through these with you rather than type them all. You can type them as you follow along, pause the video. Of course, they're available in the GitHub repository. So Star Wars pipe, I want to select name and eye color, pipe that in, then mutate, create a new column, and if it's NA, eye color is unknown, then I want to fill the new eye color, the direction will be down. So I want to take the one above it and fill down. Then I'm going to put in a nice little table. So we have an unknown down here. So unknown for Rats Tyrell becomes Hazel filled down. Watt Tambor, unknown, red blue filled down. Okay, so got that one. 71, select the name, height, and film where the species is human and film is The Force Awakens. Add a column that replaces DNA heights with the average height. So select the name, species, height, and films. I want to filter where the species is human, and also from the zoo package, map the logical films when The Force Awakens is true. So any character species is human and they're in The Force Awakens, arranged by height descending. Then I want to mutate and add a new column called filled height. And if there's no height in there, fill it with the mean height. It's kind of imputation. There's other ways to do this, but this is a good example for here. So enter, and down here you see where there was no height for Finn, they filled them in with the mean. Same with Ray, Poe. Seems like a lot of people in The Force Awakens, we don't know how tall they were, so we'll just make them all the mean height. 72, create a data set with a column for the character name, separate columns for each film, call it Return of the Jedi. So Return of the Jedi would be Star Wars, pipe, select a name and films, mutate, add a column called Films List, map the films, unlist them all, unnest them, select the distinct ones, then pivot wider to make the new columns. So let's view that Return of the Jedi. So here's the character and a list of every film they're in. If they weren't, there's an NA. Made this is pivot wider, broke it out. We unlisted, unnested the films, pivoted wider. Now we've got a list of each character and the name of the films they were in. 73, create a new data set called a Phantom Menace and change the data type of species from character to factor. So we're going to get into some Forcats stuff here. Glimpse of Phantom Menace to show your change. So that's just a Phantom Menace is equal to Star Wars. That's just a one column. We're going to mutate species equal to as underscore factor species. That's a Forcats. And then we'll glimpse a Phantom Menace. Forcats is part of the tidyverse, great for dealing with factors. Let's do that. And now species is no longer a character, it is a factor. We get a factor, you can display the values in the species factor by saying levels, Phantom Menace, $species. And so here's all our factors, levels, every species. Now we're going to do some ggplot. So real quick, I want to do a bar plot showing the count of characters by species. So I'll say Star Wars, pipe that in, ggplot, aesthetic is X is species. You don't have to write X equals, the first one will be X. And then plus, use plus instead of a pipe, you move into ggplot. And then the type of plot is a geom bar. So let's run that. Okay, here's a bar chart showing species and by count, and it's really ugly. So there's some things we can do in Forcats. Reorder the species factors so the bar plot shows them in frequency order from highest to lowest. So Star Wars, pipe, filter out the ISNA, innate and species with not ISNA species. Exclamation point is not. ggplot, aesthetic, and here's our Forcats effect in freq. So it's going to sort the factors in frequency order, species, and then add our bar plot. So we just added filter isNAS and fact in freq to 75. Show what that does. So now that looks a lot better. It's sorted in order by highest to lowest count. We have a lot of ones. Another great thing in Forcats is lump. So group all species factors except human, droid, and Gungan into a factor named other and display the count of characters by species. So Star Wars, pipe that in. Again, filter the ISNA. Keep everything that isn't NA. Pipe that in. Mutate the species column to be a fact lump. Fact lump will lump everything together in the number you tell it to, and then call everything else other. So let's just take the top three. So we say fact lump species n equals 3. That's the number you want besides your other. Pipe that in, and then we'll just count species. So we have 6 droids, 3 Gungans, 35 humans, and in other species, all these out here, we've got 39. We're going to try to keep these to around 10 minutes. That's enough for this section. This is the way.